That's a lot of chestnut. Someone's been busy up here. Wow. Hi campers, hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. And yeah, I'm back out for a camp. I brought the Brompton back out with me as well for an adventure. It's the first time I brought the Brompton to this spot, and I've camped here a couple of times before. First time I've camped here at this time of year though, and I didn't know it would be as carpeted as it is with all the bluebells. It looks stunning, absolutely beautiful. Presents a little bit of a dilemma for me for where I want to pitch tonight, because I don't want to damage too many of the flowers. I want to sort of preserve them as best I can, really. But yeah, nice cycle of in from home. It's only about 5 miles I think to get to this point, but it's quite hilly. And yeah, I had a long bike ride yesterday. I took the mountain bike out. I did about 14 miles yesterday, scouting some woodlands for new camping spots and what have you. And yeah, it's a good trip out actually. I found some new spots that I'm going to use on some future camps, which I'm quite excited about. But yeah, I'm going to get the camp set up in a minute. What time is it? It's 5 to 11, so got plenty of time. It's Easter Sunday today, so happy Sunday to happy Sunday? What am I talking about? Happy Easter to everyone watching. I hope you're enjoying your bank holiday weekend. And yeah, time to get camp settled, I think. go folks, that's me. Home sweet home. There we go then folks, camp organised. As you can see, I've got the wax canvas tarp, the solo tarp from Thornhill Ultra Heavy. There we go. This is a 9 foot by 5 foot. I showed you this in a recent video on Bodmin Moor. I was down that way. But I got it set up in a sort of platter point configuration. I've done that because the wind is kind of coming a little bit inwards at the minute, but it's kind of sort of it's coming from this side actually, which is sort of exposing me a little bit. But I know later on this evening it's going to shift around and start coming from behind the tarp, where the tarp is now. So I'm planning ahead with the tarp configuration there. But I came up here in the autumn, I think, or near Christmas time, and I put that stump there to make as a bit of a chair up against the tree. And yeah, this area has not been touched by the looks of it since I've been up here. So yeah, really do like this spot. It's probably my favourite sort of woodland spot of the moment. And yeah, a little sanctuary, I suppose. I haven't got to do much wood collection because when I came here in last few times, I've always sort of stacked up some wood here and around the sort of camp area. We've even got some sort of nice birch twigs down here, nice and dry. So yeah, camp is pretty much set. Just take a sit down here. There we go. I apologise in advance, some bluebells have been trampled, but I'm keeping movement to a minimum so I don't cause too much damage. But they'll come back, so don't worry too much. But yeah, got me sort of old school bedroll in place there. I've got the sheepskin and the outhouse sort of ground mat with the wool blanket on top of it. I've got my bivvy bag and my sleeping bag to go on top of that, but that's my mattress for today. I haven't got anything else to sleep on top of, but yeah, I'll be in my sleeping bag and bivvy bag later tonight as well. So it should be quite a nice, cosy, comfortable camp. Looking forward to this one. Got my honey stove with me to have a little fire in the stove later. Got a nice bit of dinner to cook. Might try and do a little bit of whittling if I can find some suitable wood, and yeah, just enjoy camp. It's my first wild camp for a couple of months. Last month I was up in Norfolk car camping, and yes, it's nice to be back out in the woods for a good old wild camp. But yeah, I was supposed to be out a couple of days ago, but I had to postpone my trip because my dog's a bit poorly at the moment. Particularly he's got a bit of a virus, but he's getting over that now, so I've come out today. So Sunday's today, Easter Sunday, and we've got bank holiday Monday tomorrow, so it's a nice long weekend. And yeah, can enjoy the rest of this day. I think the first order of business is a cup of tea, and I've got some biscuits to dunk, folks, so stand by. I'll bring you back. I want to say a quick message of thanks to the Wildcamp UT sending me this sticker and a lovely Yorkshire tea bag as well. Gold one at that. So yeah, cheers matey, I'm going to enjoy that cup of tea right now. Cheers folks. Oh, that's lovely. And as it is 12 o'clock now, rather than have lunch, I'm going to have some biscuits because I'm healthy like that. And that means it's time for Barneys, biscuits and brews. And today I brought some lovely biscuits along with me. I have got some Fox's Fox's Crunch Creams. I'll overlay a picture of the packaging for you, but here they are there, look. Check those bad boys out. A lovely sandwich biscuit. So I've got some of them, and I've got some Australian biscuits as well with me today. I've got some Tim Tams. Again, you'll see the packaging in the clip I overlay. But these are kind of like penguins, but it pains me to say it, but I think these might be a little bit better than penguins. So I'm going to get straight into the dunking, folks, with the crunch creams. These are a bit of a favourite in my household at home, so I've got high hopes. I'm going to give it a generous dunk. You get quite a lot of cream in this biscuit. About 4 seconds dunking seems to be the sweet spot there, I think. But the creamy centre in the sandwich just goes lovely and soft and gooey. Just going for another one. Keep feeling the odd spot of rain, folks. It's a bit worrying. That is really nice. The biscuit just crunches up really nicely. Really sort of sweet, sort of honey-like taste, I think. I don't know. That's a really nice dunker. Probably goes well with coffee, that one, I'll say. Hold a little olive branch out to my coffee drinking friends there. And now next one, Tim Tam. This is the dark chocolate variety of Tim Tam. You can get it in a few different flavours, but I love a bit of dark chocolate. I think they go mad for these in Australia. Tasty, but first impressions, that can take some serious dunking. Don't be shy dunking the Tim Tam, folks, because it wants you to dunk it for a long time. Very sweet for a dark chocolate biscuit. You expect to get a bit of bitterness in the dark chocolate, but not so. But yeah, very tasty. I'm going in for one more, last one. It's almost drunk me brew. Yeah, I'm dunking this for a good long time.
That's a good biscuit, that. Do these two biscuits make it into the Hall of Fame though? The Tim Tam, I'm going to say no, purely because I think it's just a little bit too sweet for a lot of people's palates. The crunch cream, oh, that's knocking on the door. I think that could be in with a shout. What do you think of those biscuits, folks? Let me know. But all in all, pretty damn good. I'm quite happy with those two. Ah, lovely. It's definitely spitting with rain at the moment. That wasn't in the forecast. So it's started to chill down quite a bit around camp here, and I'm wearing shorts today. I find them most comfortable for cycling, and I've got a feeling I might regret wearing the shorts a little later on this evening. I've got long johns in the bag, so I might put them on as the evening progresses. But I've got this Arctis stowaway shirt a while back. I got it for Christmas actually, and in the Swedish camo. And this is quite a nice little windbreaker, and that's where a lot of the chill's coming from. So stuffs into its own pocket. It's not waterproof, but it's sort of rain resistant, I would say, or water resistant, I suppose. So you can take a decent shower. But yeah, just goes over the top of whatever you're wearing. Take some of the wind chill off. I think I might get under the tarp now as well. I've gathered a bit of wood, a few sticks there for the fire. So I'll process them down first, get them sort of stick sized. Then everything will be ready for lighting the fire a little later on. Don't need to light the fire just yet. I might wait a little bit. It's only 20 past 12, so yeah, give it a bit of time, no rush. And yeah, crack on. So I've just got the bivvy bag out, folks. Inside that I've got the Snug Pack Merlin Softy free bag. There we go. That's my one season bag, so it should keep me warm enough tonight with the additional clothing that I've got. So yeah, I should be alright. But just going to go for an explore around the woodland now, see what I can find. See if I can find any nice wood or stumps for sitting on. Just have a mooch around, and I'll bring you along with me. So I've just followed a game trail down here, folks. I've just happened upon this. That's got to be a badger set, I'm thinking. Can't see no footprints anywhere. Just looking. No. Yeah, check that little burrow. Very cool. I'm going to head down there because it is beautiful down there with the bluebells.
found myself a nice chestnut stump. Nice chair. There we go. Got a coffee table, folks. Lovely. Well, good news, folks. Warmed up a little bit after that walk. I was getting quite chilly, I won't lie. Just had, before that, I'd had a bit of a rest in the sleeping bag just to warm up a bit. Just my legs were getting a bit chilly. But the wind's died down a little bit now, which is nice. That's where a lot of the wind, a lot of the chill's coming from. But in any case, I'm going to get the fire going and get a brew on the fire. Lovely view though. Sadly, you can never quite escape the sound of civilization and road noise, but you get used to it. There we go, folks. Fire's a little bit lively at the moment, but it will settle down in a minute once it gets nice and hot. That's why I'm not sitting next to it, because I might get me leg hairs singed off. But yeah, that will settle. Cheers, folks. Lovely. It's quite pleasant sitting here now with the fire on. At night it was getting quite cold earlier. Quick little bushcrafty foraging tip for you folks. Got some young beech trees around me here that have leafed out, and the juvenile, or not juvenile, the early beech leaves, edible. They're a bit bland, but yeah, a bit salady, a bit lettucey. The mature leaves, less tasty.
little mouse burrow. Folks, let me just move you. You're getting smoked out a little bit there. There we go. So I thought I'd show you a couple of new pouches that I've got recently from David Fry's. I'll pop a link to Dave's website in the description of this video. He hasn't asked me to do this video, by the way. My wife bought me these pouches for my birthday, and big fan of Dave's pouches, and I thought I'd show you what I got in these actually, because these are quite nice sized pouches. I'm just going to move you again because I'm about to get my legs burnt off. There we go. Christ almighty. There we go. Right. Yeah, so they're quite nice sized pouches in the wax canvas, and yeah, this is the medium low box pouch, I think it is. I'll put a correction on the screen if I've got that wrong, but it's a nice size. Was that about an inch or so thick, and yeah, about 10 inches long and about 6 inches across. Really nicely finished. I've had those pouches for quite a number of years now, and yeah, they're getting better and better. And this I'm just using for as a food pouch really. I've got more than enough food than I need for a day out in here. I've got, you know, porridge, mug shot, cheeky bit of chocolate, and some more ingredients for tonight's dinner, which you'll see later. Cheeky Snickers bar. But yeah, nice size pouch to carry a sort of generous day's worth of food there, I reckon, for an overnight camp. And then in this one, I've kind of assembled this to be a kind of hygiene, a very basic hygiene kit. Because usually I just have all this sort of stuff scattered around my bag quite loosely, so I thought we'd put it all together in a pouch. So I've got my tissue paper there. I've got a little Vaseline tin here, but it's not Vaseline that's in it. It's got a little bar of soap in there that I think I got that from a hotel room years ago, and it, yeah, I put that in there to use as for washing up, either washing up pots and pans, or even just, you know, washing my hands, face, or what have you. Also in here, because it's getting to bug season, I've got the Nordic Summer insect repellent. I've put that in this little stuff sack here because last time I had this out of my bag, I noticed it leaked a little bit, probably when it got a bit hot or something, so I've put that in an extra bag. I've got some Burt's Bees lip balm, because, you know, I'm a soft southerner who gets chapped lips quite easily, so yeah, got a heavy lip balm. And then the last thing I've got in here is these are sort of wet wipes that come from your British Army ration pack. I've got a few of them there. Again, that's just for cleaning up, a bit of hygiene. And, yeah, I think that's a basic and simple sort of hygiene kit. Fits very nicely in this pouch, and I just thought I'd show that to you in case you needed a little bit of inspiration. Probably might put a microfiber towel or something in there to finish off the kit. I'll be quite happy with that. But yeah, really nicely sort of finished pouches in this wax canvas material, and they're not mega money either, these pouches that Dave sells. Yeah, you can't knock them, they're really good quality, and Dave's a top bloke to deal with as well. Lovely jubbly. So on my last camping video you would have seen me doing a bit of work on this spoon that I'm midway through carving. I haven't touched it since that camp, so I'm going to get back on it. Before I do that, I've got my leather strop here and my little Mora carving knife. I haven't used this for a little while, so I'm going to give it a little strop. That fire's lovely now. It's definitely keeping the wind chill at bay. It's definitely keeping my legs warm anyway. That's for sure. In case you're wondering, I don't like to rush my spoon carving. Spoon carving for me is a bit of a process, a sort of therapeutic process. Really, is I'm really in a rush to get a spoon made ASAP, but I am always up for a bit of relaxation time where I can sit by the fire and just whittle away until my heart's content. And that's where the joy of spoon carving is for me, that's for sure. A lot of people would probably still go at this with an axe, and I've been tempted, I won't lie, but like I say, there's no rush, and I'm quite content to just sit here and do what's got to be done. Starting to take a bit of shape now, that. Yeah. I'll probably go back to my Mearsy knife when I need to remove a bit more material. But for the time being, I'm just working to get the shape where I want it, and then once I'm happy with the shape, I'll start to refine the back of it and remove a bit more of this material here, and probably a bit of material here as well. And then the very last sort of process, the very last step that I go through with the spoon is usually the scooping out of the bowl. Don't know if I'll get around to that today, we'll see. But I'll keep you posted, folks. One thing I thought I'd share with you folks is I'm suffering with a bit of a niggly injury at the moment. It's a tennis elbow. It's giving me a bit of grief on my left arm, which is my dominant arm. I'm a left-hander. So whilst I'm carving, it's quite the sort of chest lever grip motion that you do quite often. That's giving me a bit of grief there in the elbow. So one thing I'm doing to overcome that issue, just move you back there, is the thumb push. So that puts the strength, that means my thumb's doing a lot of the hard work there. My left hand with the dodgy elbow is just guiding the knife really, and that makes life a lot easier for me, a lot less painful. But yeah, just something to bear in mind if any of you budding carvers out there want to carry on through an injury. Well folks, this is turning into a lovely evening. Well, it's still afternoon, it's only half 3, but the wind's died right down, and along with that the temperature's climbed a little bit. It's a little bit warmer. Stripped off the wind shirt, and it's lovely, really nice. As soon as that wind dies down, it totally changes the camp. And I've just got fire ticking over there. Bit of a mess there, I've got to sort that out. But I'm quite content sitting there, keeping the fire ticking over and doing a bit of whittling. It's quite pleasant. And as you'll see, I've got the got the bike stowed away there. Quick note on the Brompton. still haven't done any maintenance to it. It's still working like a tractor. That one, it's really reliable, really tough and durable. That bike was loaded right up this morning. You would have seen it in the clips that I put up. It can take a lot more kit than my mountain bike can, and it's great. It's like a little tractor that folds up, and I will endeavour to sort of go on some more lightweight camps, but whenever I make these plans to do lighter weight camps, I find some of the heavier weight kit, like the canvas and the wool and the sheepskin, starts to creep in, because I like using it, to be honest with you. And when I cycle out to these camps, I'm not cycling far from my front door. This is about 5 miles away from my house, so that's a relatively easy cycle in anyone's book, I think. And yeah, quite pleasant. But yeah, really enjoying the Brompton. Hasn't had as much use nowadays since I've got the mountain bike, but I still use it a little bit during the week for commuting. And yeah, it's a great bit of kit, although I will need to service it soon. When I do service it, I'll be changing all of the transmission. I'll be swapping out the chain and the rings and the sprocket, everything to get a refresh when I do it. So it probably cost me a few quid when I do come around to maintaining the transmission. But all in all, pucker little bike, can't recommend it enough. Right folks, enjoying sort of sitting here whittling my spoon. It doesn't look no different to Worry when I last showed you, but in actual fact I've sort of worked on the overall shape of it a little bit, and I've started to remove material there, and also started to shape the neck as well. But overall I'm quite happy with progress on that. It's not a rush, as I say, just a bit of a sitting around the fire type project. But I'm going to get the dinner on the go in a minute. I'll show you what I've got for dinner actually whilst I'm at it. Just get the bits out. But the reason it's just gone 20 past 4, and the reason I want to get dinner going is because I've just looked in the weather forecast and it's showing 50% chance of rain in the next hour, and I thought if that rain does materialise, I'd quite like to have dinner done and be sitting underneath the tarp with the fire out front, enjoying that and the ambience, and maybe a beer or two. That'd be nice. But yeah, for dinner I'm going to sort of take an inspiration from Sweden for dinner tonight. I went to Ikea with my wife the other day, and we had lunch there, and one of the popular lunches at Ikea is the Swedish style meatballs, and we bought some from the supermarket that you have at Ikea. So I'm going to be cooking them up in the pan. Got some butter here to cook them up with, and then in here I have got the gravy mix that you have with the Swedish meatballs at Ikea. Just add water to that and that's all good. And then to that I'm going to add some instant mashed potato, cheese and onion flavour. And then in here somewhere also got a tin of petit pois, or peas to you and I. So yeah, meatballs, gravy, mashed peas and a little bit of cranberry sauce to have with that. The Swedes have like having lingonberry sauce with their meatballs, but I didn't get any of that, so all I could get round locally was the cranberry sauce as a sort of alternative. But yeah, I'm going to get the fire sorted, get that ready for cooking on, and I'll bring you along. So straight in with the meatballs. I've got my peas here, taken the label off, Just gonna sneak them on the edge of the fire there. A bit precarious, but getting quite a lot on the little fire pit here. Quite pleased with that. Meatballs are cooking nicely. Got to be really careful with titanium pans, I find. It's quite easy to burn stuff on them, but if you regulate the heat really careful, don't let the fire get too hot or the stove get too hot, then it's manageable. You just got to be very, very careful. Right, the water's boiling, so put some of the gravy mix into this little pan here. I'll put some water in that pan to mix that up, and then I'll add the rest of the water. Add this to the rest of the water. Yeah, the meatballs doing pretty good there. I'll put that back on the heat. Keep stirring it, and then the remainder of the water there, going to add the potato. Right folks, peas are warmed through nicely, the sauce is beautiful, meatballs are done, mash is over there resting. Get it all served up, I think. Oh Christ. Mash. And gravy. And then last but not least, a nice bit of cranberry sauce. Oh, fry. Need a smaller spoon. I love those meatballs, they're so nice. Quite pleased with that. Hang on a minute, I've got my new spool kit. Let's give that a go. Hey. Well folks, that was delicious. One of the better camping meals that I think I've cooked, but I've got lots and lots of mess to clear up, so I'm going to get that sorted. So the fire's ticking over nicely now. Just cut a bit more wood for the wood pile. Hopefully that should be enough now to see me through the next few hours until I go to bed.
But yeah, all my jobs are done now. Can kick back, relax. Got a couple of beers. I might even do a little bit more whittling first. Got the candle lantern out ready to go. If it does rain now, and it is greying over a little bit on the clouds, then I'm ready for it. I've had my dinner. I can just crawl in under the tarp and stare at the fire. Try not to get wet. Yeah. Happy days. Happy days. Well folks, it's beer o'clock now. Got myself an IPA from Asvex Brewing. Whereabouts is Asvex from? I don't actually know. Cheers folks. Very nice. Got to say folks, I'm quite impressed with the honey stove today. It's been burning. Must have been just after lunch I lit that. I can't remember exactly when, but it's been burning quite a few hours now. It's going to carry on burning for a few more hours yet, and it's cooked a lovely meal. It's kept me warm, keeps the fire nice and contained. I really love them. I love using these little wood burners. You know, it makes clean up in the morning a million times easier. It protects the ground to a degree, and makes the fire a lot safer. Yeah, I absolutely love it. It's a crying shame that you can't buy this stove anymore. The couple that used to make them retired, and no one really picked up the baton and carried on making them, unfortunately. But yeah, there's loads of other stoves like this on the market nowadays, so you take your pick. But yeah, this one, really pleased with it today, really pleased. Howdy hi campers. So I've been chilling out by camp for a little bit now. It's 20 to 8 now, so I think the sun sets at 8, so it's going to start getting dark pretty quickly now, I think. But I enjoyed that last IPA. I've got another IPA now from Polly's Brewery, West Coast IPA. I think these are Welsh brewery, Flintshire. There we go. Cheers again, guys. Lovely. Quite zesty. And enjoy that beer. I think after that beer, I should probably be crawling into my sleeping bag, and because it's starting to chill down a little bit, as I was kind of expecting it to. I think it's going to get down to about 8 degrees tonight, so technically my one season bag should keep me warm enough, because that's well within the comfort range of it, but you know, we'll see. But I always like this time around camp. Any jobs you want to get done
should be done, and you can just relax, listening to the birds before they go to bed. Cheers, folks. Lovely. I've got a nice Swiss hot chocolate as well. That's hot chocolate, Swiss bar of dark chocolate from Marks and Spencer's. Love a bit of dark chocolate. Alright, night night folks. I'm all tucked up in the sleeping bag now. Stripped down to the base layers, got the long johns on. I'll see you in the morning. Hardy hi campers. Oh, that was a pleasant night. Slept really well in here. Nice and comfortable in the sleeping bag. Didn't have to put on any extra layers through the night. Just kept the base layers on. So yeah, really happy with that. Really need to get out and answer the call of nature, but I'm sort of battling it at the moment because I'm quite warm and comfortable in here and it's a bit cold out there. Need a cup of tea too as well, so gonna have to get the stove rigged up. But yeah, nice night was had. It's nice waking up to the dawn chorus as well. Cheers, folks. Lovely. absolutely glorious, just sitting here listening to the birds. The wind changed direction overnight, which means that I'm not getting as much noise from the roads that are not too far from here, and it completely changes the atmosphere of the woodland. It's lovely. I could sit here all day listening to that. So there we go then folks, all packed up. It's a lovely camp. Got the bike loaded. It's nice, it's a lot lighter than it was yesterday, so that's quite nice. Should be a pleasant cycle home. But left no trace as always, and well, apart from a few trampled plants unfortunately. Sorry about that. But they will come back next year, I'm sure. But yeah, really enjoyed this camp. It's always nice to get out and have a solo adventure from time to time. It's a great opportunity for you to sort of reset your mind and just chill out for a little bit. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. So I'm going to get this video edited and hopefully uploaded today. We'll see how that goes. I've got quite a lot of footage to go through, so I apologise if this is a long one. But as always folks, let me know what you think, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now. And gravy. And then last but not least, a nice bit of cranberry sauce. Need a smaller spoon.